So it's been about a day or two, and my thoughts are exactly the same as they were, probably even more stronger to be honest. For those of you who don't know, Apple actually went ahead and unsupported a phone like the iPhone 7 from iOS right now. Now, this is coming at a complete shock. I think this is probably one of the biggest times that Apple discontinued a bunch or unsupported a bunch of different iPhones at one time. Now, with iOS 16, I was personally thinking the 6S and 6S Plus and first generation iPhone SE were going to be removed. That totally makes sense to me. I don't see why Apple would keep those phones lingering around. But in my opinion, the performance difference from the 6S and those series to the iPhone 7 series, that was quite a bit of a jump, I'm not gonna lie. And also with the 7 series, you had the 7 Plus, which also came with it. I have a little thing right here, I don't know what it is. And this iPhone brought 3 gigabytes of RAM, dual camera setup, a little bit of a different design, it was kind of the same thing, no headphone jack. I mean, these iPhones brought a lot of stuff to the table. And in my opinion, Apple kind of destroyed somewhat of the legacy that these iPhones brought. And another thing that Apple did, which is very interesting to me, was that they have supported an iPad that has the same chipset as the iPhone 6S. The iPad 5th generation, in fact, the iPad Pro, I think 9.7 inch, which I also own and which I will make a video about too, that got iPadOS 16, and that is based off the A9 chipset. That's an A9X. The iPad 5 has the A9, just standard A9 chip, and that has 2 gigabytes of RAM, exactly the same internals as the iPhone 6S. However, the iPhone 7 with better internals than that iPad did not get this next version of software. Now, why is that so important? Well, personally, this just doesn't really make too much sense. Apple not only has already shown us so many different Apple historically has pretty much, been super complacent in terms of their iPads, meaning they haven't really been, advancing iPad software that much. And even now with iPadOS 16, it's an improvement, but I saw a Reddit comment or something about this where people were saying, this kind of showcases that Apple sees their iPads and iPadOS 16 as not as big of an upgrade as iOS 16, although there is a lot of overlap. And I think that's very interesting. Apple pretty much removed the iPhone 7 and just kind of discontinued it in terms of software because maybe it was cannibalizing a lot of sales, because it was probably just one of those older iPhones they wanted to get rid of, but they shouldn't have gotten rid of this iPhone. And this or the 7 Plus. The 7 Plus one throws me off even more. This iPhone still has better internals than a lot of other iPads that are supported. In fact, with the iPhone 8, this thing has a newer chipset. This thing has more RAM than the iPhone 8, and I just don't see why they would discontinue even the 7 Plus. There were rumors going around that Apple was going to go ahead and kind of keep these two iPhones kind of separated, possibly keeping the iPhone 7 Plus but removing the iPhone 7. There were tons of rumors of that. That ended up not being the case because they dropped support of both these iPhones, and that just doesn't make too much sense to me. They pretty much destroyed these iPhones. They pretty much kind of got rid of these iPhones for no reason. I really wish they didn't do that. There's not much we can do as of this point, but I will say iOS 16, a lot of those features could have been ported over to these iPhones. They could have easily supported it, and I just don't understand why they're now starting off with the iPhone 8s. Are they going to remove the iPhone 8s next year? Honestly, don't know, but I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit the subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.